Mame na wase ewo wumre no wadaje so watwen amaya kwaba said ye dai homede to mwanim no se opanyina mene ne babe twetwe nkomo eye Mustafa Gbande wono ene ye Deputy General Secretary Emma National Democratic Congress o hase Mustafa memowache bibi abokode
radia ya dom
why fikese no so ba na eba
abeko
ade
oh say pressure
kama babe bisa na den na de kese ne ba
unidi ye dabe 2 hours 3 hours
banyi sika na de kese ba
Dabi sika de ya hotoba
ensa wo to wa na onya
o ye kese ana wu ada o no ne de bia nso na obenya kwan edidi obenya kwan ya exercise osuma mampenye obre
I see osuma man Ghana mo na be na so osuma mampenye na be
oh say omampenye no osuma man Ghana me de me som omampenye
okay I see na adwuma mboko party for ho ye
radia ya dom party for de bia da ye beda wo mase anya wo mo anka enyina ye nte ha yenku wo mo na wo kram anti the party for I'm say bebre na anyi so nya ne die but we are managing gradually 8 months down the lane I think sir we have done very well for ourselves and for the country expectations they were high but abrana abiribia nipa ba ko ye ya NDC ni na ye so we continue to serve
okay na o kasa bebre no so na nya ne die o susu say moving forward no ebetimi nya effect bi ewo more as a party no as a whole ana
no I NDC party no ba bi edo no President Mahama Kadebia about transparent leadership you enya esuma mom kwase e ko kire party for no said yete enye nyina na better to pepepe but continuous engagements DBA abeboye
okay
see we engage with the party enye de bia na be ya be you inherited a lot of problems, not just corruption, not just developmental issues. You were MPP for a comedy woman. You were NDC for a comedy woman. You also need a opposition 8 years. No bad time there, who did ya na ubiba extra and change everything and if you were we are bad time pound to me and kata winning your man. And so that responsibility is there. Will be at the kakra. So it's not easy.
Until the watches is here, you know, HSA Enkobase NDC for Nkwani Bididi. Even if Nipani MPP ni Krompo number many did.
I don't think so. Because yeah, we say fool, yeah, just that anyano near or more. The almost ne sikadie ne essay. But you nimska in majumaya. Good name is better than riches. NDC ni bia maybe NDC mpanyifo amasomo am free Dr. Kwabreje ne hwan NDC ni babu bia prioritize adwuma say esum ode NDC ni eto ha na ode MPP ni to ha na say hwan na pesika MPP ni be $1 NDC ni be CD.
Oh, how?
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
ideology, no? Yeah, ideology is more centered as what shata dear, na mean so much shata dear. Other than Sabima share atadia pa. Never pay big amount. That is the NDC's MPP's ideology. But NDC ideology is that shall shata dear, ubinso and shata dear. So we are very different in terms of thinking, in terms of ideology. So the MPP ni kotna officer we draw best satellite na sesa fan na sesa AC ni na aya na foforo NDC ni nso betna ho ahwe say adwuma na wo se wonye no wo ye whilst the same infrastructure is there.
Mustafa,
I'm telling you.
Who kroya me kai set time wa moba ya ben mo na wo ka even e wo mampanyina tena be na ade wo se niam asese amobe on your renovation
I no yeah
adenti na wonka se ne mot na mu saa
no
so wo zoom into office be na say enema bi nko of course you need to do changes
yeah
and on a wrong
that be no to say studio ha bibia fair. Look at your beauty and look at the studio. That's will be better ha general manager bi no ma high fee so what baby because is that the studio adam here adwuma wo mu what I say nti eno no ye baby a ho ne ba ho e say etie nyina ya ni to be diskakra anye Jubilee House maintenance.
No, obi so office no so awo
but
eba ho no ma say wotimi
but ideology ne say
ne office ne
what the aban ade to MPP ni befa e de ama no ho NDC ni nso suru say obefa.
Oh, but this is serious, allegation.
Oh, so come tenke by no the obi MPP ni bi dia but hananka o kan ma kire no so no de. We don't know how to prioritize ourselves more. We prioritize others. Problems are MPP come no. Person in kumnya adidija. They haven't said anything yet. Dabi. MPP.
We say diabona o dey bo.
Dabi. If omunim there na na do the appointees their party na. They won't blame their national executives for anything.
I didn't know Mona Cassano, my party mano, or Mumeka and Senado, ye say, now we NDC,
some say, there are many ways, my boss in the car said there are many ways to kill a cat. And now, Okudra, my boss, General National Chairman, General Sedum Katia, so Okudra. Now, ko to aponche ko aponche dwa sika ya de to aponche no men ko sesa no ko hwehwe sika ya de to sa aponche no na fato NPP4 they haven't realized damage at home party no. It is going to get worse, but me ba enra I was very sad as a national officer that me who said almost super national executives they should have gone to all the people contesting for presidential elections and asked them to step down if the MPP want to clean their party.
Almost step it down on my day.
I know they are in the base here.
No, you can leave us hanging. Almost step it down and your dad didn't almost step it down.
Me say instead of blaming national officers, only strategies, only way.
Presidential aspirants and
the bigger picture is what everybody is afraid.
No more the Omaya day almost step it down.
Me say
Ombede you say omo Flagbearer.
Senior we na be hu chale. But what to kumu ha? MPP haven't seen their worst. And do ametie minua kuma minua miracle abwaje. So NDC there ba you cry free 1992 yemu acha 3. I'm see you. Yemu becha 7. You better the MP, you better MPP.
No, I don't think so. Because you're being fair to them. So because then it means you're wishing them bad.
Baby, I'm not wishing them bad. They would have to reap the fruit of their labor, and whatever they have sown, they have to reap it. Look, this country should ensure, sir. In another decade, ebi ya bon kokra ne mroa ya te baby no. Sa brantie bi ye ma kwan se kosum oman a. Onfa oman no entwitwiri fom.
So mo de oman ni twitwiri fom. Okay. My share akwetia by election. Meaning say we will be a ban election so nsem a wodi mutintiman pa even ablikuma. Rerun ye coursewe. O na wodi mu akotene. Mamenje wo general overview e call net it said ye na mo hwe ni mo say e say call no na wani aso ye course no
oh ye de e de nema menu da call ayi if August ya de bia we cannot forget. Now, most of us react to things differently. And two of mine. I wouldn't wish it for even my enemy. And a two year. Now, there's no other way I bet me. Asu amayenuanum ana wo ama ba bia wo susum wo bia be hu se ye kai edo wo other than going to Akotia with a certain mindset. I'm there na me ni ho ansa na de ni see baya. I didn't stop in Accra. We went straight to the field. It was not motivated by an election of money, an election of just winning and all of this. We wanted to honor our brother, Dr. Omani Buama. And 7 others, no. But too true now, Omani, because Monday before he died on Wednesday, the last conversation I had with him, apart from many issues that we discussed, on winning Akotia by-election.
Oh, I see.
And sana na yanko obuasa na mse me into me nko, but we have to arrange everything.
So the state to you said like
it was our program. It was our program. You know, at that conversation, you know, I knew that our father was not going to go.
Okay. And then I warned him.
Yes, so man said, "Yam tra a in munkonam so me there." Minti min kono see ya me nam se me ya me na eko. Tiji se omo ko.
Ana mo ko another program ana.
Yeah, ko baby. You too kwan.
Oh, okay.
Tiji se omo this o kasa ma onfre general secretary na omo here say empanyifo no enko.
Okay.
But they wanted us to go because a form no yana edi agro from yana any party for no from no ekasa and as edi agro, so we understand
the language
that level, yes, and entimi anko na ns kumi enso yenua me say we are classmates in many educational ladders.
Okay.
From law school to security schools near there. And we wanted to honor those people. 9 in August. 9 painful, apart from other sad things that have happened. Wanted to win to honor them.
Oh.
Wanted to win to make them happy wherever they are. Wanted to win. Now, women who say, once they were alive, what they wished. In the case of Dr. Omani Buama has come to pass. Oh, message 7 a.m., 2 a.m. of Wednesday. No, he was on our operational platform near secretary. No, chatting. 2 a.m. Omani Nantem. No. He is a Omani Standogbe. They don't sleep early. No. 2 a.m. 7 a.m. Say 7 a.m. he was on Zoom with election directors of the Wednesday and San Woko.
Wow. This is somebody not prepare ahead of time.
That's it. And this machinery no is not machinery. It just existed. It is assembled for worst case scenario. I kept telling the MPP, sir, the President Mahama you knew 2016. The NDC they knew 2016. It's not the same NDC today.
Master San.
It's not the same.
Master San, ewo DM.
I'll just leave that for them, sir. The President Mahama they knew. Gentleman, nice, God-fearing, magnanimous, compassionate. No.
They said on Nisa, you know, actually.
No, it's him, but he has children around him who have other traits, who have other beautiful, nice traits. That
and not that traits in the be at the end.
I don't know, Korea and Wakotia. So we wanted to win
Mustafa,
that seat.
A bina mokoya na akotia.
Wanted to win that seat.
Sa traits in bina mo exhibiti wa akotia.
Yes.
Sa and the traits in be any more vice chairman.
Oh, David.
Azoka Diana.
We haven't come to that incident. I'm talking about the election.
No, so we traits as that's why quickly yenya clarity on that.
Traits are not violence.
Okay.
Brave men don't always fight. So we will. That's not the conversation.
That's a very
the
deep
conversation
you've made.
The conversation is about winning your targets. Okay, and we went there with the intention to win. MPP folk were a year. They went for 1 week. They went to Akotia on Friday. Bimu for Thursday and you may. And bimu ba Friday. Hwese wo awe ye. Niye kwakus jawe ye. Said ye na brebia. Na yen national chairman or yen papa no di anim ne aba. Na mo tu ahye so mo gya yi na sincha tu ahye so. Se mo bobo yen. Which people are more violent than this? How can you be so awkward, insensitive? So Abrantia mu aye. Ns Yakumi was a very sweet character. I'm not like him. I wish. No, I'm not a sweet. No, I'm not a sweet person. I'm a very radical, aggressive human being.
But is it good?
Very good for me. Ns Yakumi was very calm, very sweet, very humble. Now you 1 week. Now you kujamua.
Now what we are radical yeah ukuja ubia oye sweet nyame mfane currency we free mono unhu ne se ono so ni sweetness na so treat ni bi wo eye ne party ememu.
So we went ye ko national cham na me national organizer ne deputy national communication officer Akogan ne wo ye ko baby ye ba ne ye ko command center ntim ko hu Akogan and a Fred chairman say na ka nyina na ye ko ba ono no wo apena mind ye ni kan ko ne yenya information say on mawie 1 week no by 12 to by 10 ye ndi kan no no wie a wo de akire and ye di kan ti na ye kra de atade campaign atade na share the call because we didn't have ye cry if it's a 1 week no ye Saturday and on the 2 Friday we didn't know. Enti e ba sa na e call enti de call me national organizer Akogan ya chia na e kotena ase ena enya ante say chairman so na kwan so ba ti pue na ekuhia no e wura mu a.
What triggered that?
I don't know. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Parliamentary candidate no. So on the national chairman na because we entered, we sat down. They didn't do that. Our boys have nanesan cheering up. Chairman we are chairman was popular in that funeral than Nanado now to her.
Then the man.
They were.
And he for a chair no.
When chief one.
ANDC.
MPP. Then the whole crowd. We assume there is an MPP funeral. The MPP funeral. So they were cheering national chairman up. And but we insisted. We did what we have to do. A chair, yeah. Any a chair here, no. Any a comma woman party in Pennyfonia, Bam Pennyfoa, Sebi, Omuna Yenu, see Omuna, so President Akufo-Addo, your chair, and I have a better near bonds. I want a day. A call your campaign.
It must me identifying Kofoa, one more to share Mosonana.
Yes, say, Ajrambuane a cra. Anna, Ajrambuama mewu. And a cra, so be quay yenibi. Say, and Nadia will be good at Ajrambuani Massey. No, quay you know. Quay no Kujina Dakano. Piatna Jensen, not Ujina Dakano. Anna Ajramwa a year to know. A sorry, coche, a crown or rain. A year, Sena, a year no idea. ego. So I just say. So when you have certain traits, no matter what, you will exhibit that temptation, that trait, if you are not disciplined.
No, me person Mustafa, me na mashafo ye follow one sama wo kapa. Enti se wo kan se mi o hono na se work in parables.
One try him fear. One try him fear.
Enti me ne mashafo ya tena him fear. Enti wa wo tena him fear no bubu mu maye. Ni enti ase enti sa asama waka sisi ya no.
Ye de ko eyi no ne ko ye campaign.
Because me bisa say wo mo a mususu se wo to share mo so no. Motimi identify on my identify o mo de na emra kwan be so na mo de o ma na obu
suban bone eye suban bone
enti be na obu ye ne kire say
police vochi will be a papa say o mo ye ade a enya amane enya amamre the most important thing is the most important thing is wa amra na o mabu no obagu o mahu
waye wade a
obagu o mahu fin ena o magu o mpanyifo no hu fin sabe babia meme national chairman wo announcer me president wo me mpede masa ade we nyadan emma so
ba ebinu so say wo national chairman wo ba na ho fama de a wo de ba ye no ko no so ene trigger
no o se fu na na do share nika de court to ma me yie no MP for no money ho na na do share nika e share ayi smoke e de court to ma me yie no e ya san akan fama ne. I mean, there are certain situations that you cannot avoid. National chairman behind a campaign. And I'm telling you, sir.
Enough, 1 week, wasn't part
1 week, that be 1 week, yeah, fee, sir. On my Saturday. In fact, me, my crowd day. My yen to money at the idea, my yen tadia, and there are two become more. Can you paneba?
No, what you seen a Saturday?
Into a medu and a panama say, into a wobush, and I'm say, 1 week to cry no, and I say, and the moment inquire. Many classmates about honum. I couldn't wear anything. Now will be about 1 year. When Johnny Pamona Wabano. Now we are can eat your money as year. 1 week in a year. 1 week here a da abusia fortna. No more chichiri a year da. To weba was a minsunie. Weba was a minsanie. Me de bois a year. Paying for the MPP for 3 and say 1 week a year.
No, chairman a yini.
Now when you fugu.
Na the sign ya no ye.
We know chairman see so nyan.
Chairman sign ya no ye.
Sign ya sense. Se akasi ye obi say ya sense. Obetuti.
So ye sign say ya.
No, that be. One say chairman start years adi we nyan nne.
No interpret it say. Obi yes assign.
Nyame me MPP for na interpret ntom se den. Om se asense.
De wo na wo bi no se wo no
chairman. Me de me hunu bonim.
Den.
Me hunu bonim. Why are they intimidated by science?
Me na me bi sound as assign it.
Nipa no aba. Wa betrase. On provoke will be. Oni will be atem. Papa yi e obi a sabi na ni afe. Odi amanyo ku anim. Wa betrase ne entourage. National organizer can ho, regional executives can ho, MPs can ho nearby. Enti ferimpo oba besia na wote hey sabi yetati wo ba tati wi yi said that oba wari ba ma utimi paje unsa so oba ba ma. Would you do that sweetheart? Say wote hey wo betimi apaja unsa wo ba ma so. It doesn't matter what the man has done. Not bedroom a year say wo ba besia utimi sorry na emema ya bubu ayenam ho no wa sorry so bebo yen. I mean it's just a temptation. Say ado yakoda lion
ene de oba na be
lion tiso lion na da no de okeka ne nan. You don't do it. Hey, look at your own video. Say a man woman yes I
do.
Look at that. Nobody, no cultured, well-trained woman will do that. And we must speak to those ladies. Obi when people na sabi oyem. Oni sa enkrofo no nkasa se. A man nyasa me krom srem. A woman won't do that. In the presence of the former president of Ghana, former vice president of Ghana, General Secretary of the MPP, National Organizer of the MPP. Party Madi Omuyenia. This is supposed to be celebrated. We are most MPP for the NDC for never violence. Look at that.
Were you surprised with the outcome if we are Kutia Eba? Because
No.
Maybe our general overview.
I wasn't surprised at all. We went for a win. Some catcher was there. There was no way. Nowhere. Because we worked. We worked for it.
But we must also say during my campaign some words need be on by as threats.
Yeah, you know.
Me kai mashebejani goes and me one say nidinity me escape me.
Goes.
Sir, I have four side the honomo. He's been a minister.
Elijah Collins Dauda.
Honorable Collins Dauda. Asama okaye. Say one so akotia one to abano amamo candidate na then oma kwan ne ade nya de say
man so wakana sa
development
Elijah Collins Dauda kasa be 10 minutes.
But one say so wakana sa
o kasa be 10 minutes. Ena okadisi asem so. Ena media no capture that aspect pe. And I'm saying, ten say, Collins Dauda say, "Onu ya President Mahama." So man to amanoa onye dey. Only no ya President Mahama. Alaji Collins Dauda nye president.
Oh, your party member.
No, onye president.
And a party no so na form candidate ba. Ghana for two abano.
Now only President Mahama dey. Onu dey why sin na buso obeye no an obeye o. President Mahama kasa wona obeshira wa obeshira. It doesn't matter what anybody says. Working with him is not easy. Taking decision, everybody run around to fix it. Finish. We are going. And I don't know threat be Dabi. We went there. We engaged from all fronts. We went there to work. We went there to engage.
Message ankasa mo de koma kotia man e ye den ti omo
na ye gab no na I was, if you look at, I told them 2,000, between 1,005 and 2,000.
Okay.
Until Baumia buy and increase here.
How?
Tell you. Baumia buy a kotia pet and I didn't know a cost because.
And I'm gap on the side a cost.
I wasn't expecting 3,000.
Oh yeah, then
Baumia call him fear. Ye no die. And acquire him fear. 2016, 2024, Baumia ni CSA. No president. Ibia na nadwa ibia na eden. Aye. Ti yen so mfa no nya president. Meboa. Ana omulusu ye. Akotia was part of Ghana. Akotia ye na nado backyard. Mokoye. Wan kokasi o. Akotia fu 8 years he me si toilet amamo. Someone say efe. Mo hwe so ntuma me na men si school adan. Na mmomba omi akoya ono adane baifo. O say NDC fo ene de NS afa pressure mu e na NS awu. Openyi kasa vice president ya gurumu de wakotra Jubilee House efe o man ni nyina so as vice president. This is what you will say. Vice president Obia opesu obedi president of Ghana na num kasa ni
na obi bisa say
Baumia a doctor
me obi bisa say next or go through sa hustle no
I don't. The last time I checked, in fact a week before NS be uno menene kasai na me dey ade command of parliament but me call na on chesa on krasa esetukwan
ona chesa wona no na mo ye
no we are friends na de bia me returns NS o di matempe ngwa ko ji seat no I mean we have those akotia ya baby a omunim me pa. So I have not been aware say NS was going through some form of but of course
now
everybody
na ye chon seni ambassador
na court there one and court da na ono ba mi on tran court da muda
And say now then until
ekuno
and no till say once
you experience ja okọ judges no animu a and as your lawyer ni
you will be able to tell
and as kumi your lawyer ni a security analyst you don't know about that
onyanya lawyer ni
we in exams yet here you are pass here and as is a security analyst and as in obi a okojina court and the court will intimidate him.
It's not about intimidation.
He is calm and gentle, but don't take that young man for granted. And to who ba me na okojina ho essay court na obi court and ti yendu baby a say ye will issue bi na disagree ye mmuru ye ho ana. Is that what Baumia is suggesting? Say if I disagree with you, our reform po court woman ya ifro don do atraka bakum omunya disagreement they go to court.
Mustafa okwa himfi oswan ko kase omomoromo.
Look, enye sabi mpreduasa enye penyi kasa.
So hune say
enye penyi oka ya na ehu za ayeye.
Hune say na or draw akwati attention akoso say
nothing at all. Lazy politicking.
Ernest afa or how more brenti in a way I'll be on bit media on and say a candidate or media ban or so be vote ya manana it's me a shareness and so who's also a strategy in the
Baumiaka and the strategy is a populist weak strategy roadside one Baumiaka hona MPP for brain because Obaye or a hype man wa happier and then na opposition
na
wa happy
why they didn't want to tell us on so because a single person
we will not comment
impact on the whole
we will not comment
NPP
former Flagbearer he's not a mean person
no exactly
but omiako ino ko ka say akotiafo yi en ayi owuo ye friend di ne ko asumedu me ba me na matete no ya so mu niema nkoyie mumfa nchayen mumfa me bayi mfa nko parliament ye chichire ni asaba bi mu a ka sabi ebeto asum
njuje this one can ansem we nyina anti just that portion now we can just say me can
na say oka video eno obi ati oka ye
media no pk honom
ni oka ye no da bi ba me ade no ye reading free papers so video eno obi a share kokohwe bi it is not anya ade anka se fina no mpa chief of staff echo oka no few minutes o se nananom President Mohammed ni ho ko wisen ko beba hanom na mumo se mumfa ne ba lawyer bedi akomre no no ne be ye adwuma na ede mpuntu adwuma ya den abremo finish national chairman ko ye and he led the whole operations and I call campaign he went from palace to palace church to church mosque to mosque
who ne say wini ama wini ntine ma mu message
on cast national chairman go cast say NS kumi MPP for 8 years no on ka be nchira
who ne say because ama wini ntine ma who ne say mo message no was so clear ama o mo buy into that ntinka assuming say mu lucy ya nka obe can say who ne say nka bi asema former vice president ka ye beat at
the Baumia ka ye we oba no obe kasa asem de pa obepene the okoka ni bedwam yi ka Baumia ye sabi ukunu na otifie na otise oka sa asem we TV so aba da na obaka tra obobon so mama
Mustafa nye senya no
so me busa and am say okoye say onu na vice president NS ya commit free way school nye ne oni onimdie 8 years MPP o man den position me no man NS the radio so to TV so ye party adwuma nam say na ha bisa wamo say ade anu mo ba NS in 80 on say
are you saying say now President Mahama Bey party members nyina na benya position
MPP for ayo mo ho say me kuro mu be ye womo na beku womo so na bekwa yie ne ntem Oba crowd na come do amuna ba ma waduane so amuna eku. You see that is how the NPP is behaving.
Nti omuna eku Ernest.
That be me say omu behave to say me kru mu abaifo. Omu an na beku. Omu an so the be first am beduro yi ase. Me see omu 8 years no. What do they do with Ernest Yakume?
Na me say what kind of sound so the as party no him say nipa wo mu dawson. Say said the wotin na here no what can I say?
So what was the seriousness in? So you see Baumia shouldn't have gone there in the first place.
Say honom ne dey me pese wo be emphasize say on that so much say 80 years no. O moment me anya ama Ernest. You know very well say the amamu city party no eba pa nipa dodro no nye obi na party na ebetimi ya satisfy no.
Exactly. So me no uma me konya. I'm sure you have listened to some of the campaigns I have done there. Me nkokase obi na eku Ernest. Me nkokase oh na nka branti osi so. Ka say page mama no. Ye ba ye aticha ebi antimi anso so. Yes, yeah, and said the next parliament. And we momfa ni nua yi nsi na nan na ne wantimi anya no yaboa ama ni nua na baye ama kotiafo na ma mo ho atomo. That is what a presidential material should say. Now ko jina kwan no ko kasa asemu ya.
Inti aside no die bi no osusu say jina so emo mo lucy.
Ano de ya o ma asama ye de ye wini. At the end of the day
and what aside say mo paying for mo koye mo messenger mo de koye no e de ade pa na wo share a run it through key thing a run it through mo campaign.
Ano de yanka ye wini.
Most strategy no so fan to
that we were focused.
You should be able to be proud and boast about it.
We were focused. We were not distracted. You kwa yi na amuso omobu. Onzo obi aka bibi. Tankare na chance na yakwa election. Our objective again was to achieve one thing, sir. Apart from the and our background is revolutionalist. MPP for Veranda boys and girls. Apenyo Markins for Hawks. See NDC Hawks. We have also evolved in terms of knowledge, intellectuality, and capacity, so we can still defeat MPP without violence.
Oh no, what Apenyo Markins? One no problem, Anna.
What's that?
One no problem.
I don't think I like his way. He's dishonest.
How?
I don't think I like his ways of doing politics. And I won't divert this matter to him. Me say he call us the NDC Hawks.
No, because I've listened to you, you know, over time.
But you haven't listened to him do things to me.
Listen, I've listened to you, you know,
over time.
And over some period.
Yeah.
As or can be even at some point component during we interview we okay so one kasa wo friend to explain things and all that into moment me resolve this but no but you some of your utterances, let's say you're bitter about him.
No, let me tell you, I'm a very good Christian, a righteous Christian, a tongue praying Christian. My blessing is that you are not capable of making me bitter. No. Me, I don't get upset, angry with people. I don't get bitter. I don't hate. I don't destroy people. I don't. But when it is wrong, I would say it. You can be the president. I'll tell you to your face and walk away. That is how I am. Because I know krekaya ding okrumuha. But some of us will say it. It doesn't matter the price. Adekye Markins is not one of. You see. He is not realizing himself, say, it's not helping him. I will not sit down for you to embarrass my president and I will be quiet and watching you when I know you are lying. Chief Justice. So I don't want to get to that conversation. He is my friend. We talk. If I have to call him, I'll call him. If he has to talk to me, he will talk to me. But I disagree with his political credentials. In the last few months, what he has displayed is hypocrisy. You understand? Because President Akufo-Addo buying him 4 years. It was as if NDC didn't exist. You know why? Nobody. We allowed the president to structure his government, establish it, because Ubeye president, you must achieve for the country.
To criticize it.
Now the criticisms was to the extent that it cannot cripple the government. You don't discredit. Almost decide to say Adekye Markins will lead a crusade to assault the government to just ensure that the ground they cannot do it in any way. They cannot do it any way, any form of shape. They can't do it. Because this government is driven by divine
So even if say opposition party who say the government and are you saying they don't have the right to talk about it?
No. For every serious government that has a serious security setup, you are happy when the opposition is talking.
Okay. So why are you not happy when you see?
Have I complained about MPP?
Minority leader, no.
I'm not compare is the same. We are friends there. Ranking member, MP. We just bawe. They are all firebrands, but why don't I talk about them? If I want to talk about Adekye Markins today, yes. If I want to talk about Adekye Markins, we will not end today, and I'll give you evidence. We will not end today. Now we are called Ablekuma DAB, but baby, what I say? No, go try letter. Say me Malik, any my bro, your sister, how I come. You do that as a minority leader.
Not in the one finding out the reasons in here.
My friend, and I'm telling my brother, you've lied on me. One, dear Hannah, submit who could try or clarify Nema. Yeah, fear. No one will interview. Why didn't he come out to say, oh no, maybe I got a wrong information about my brother. I was wrong. And Rami who Lloyd, I will win cheap. Mr. Lloyd, Tini, all the eye been there. Say, Munya seven. Namena mebwa. Oh, sorry, I was a bit. No, General. I'm saying you owe me an apology as a national officer. You don't do that to ourselves.
To accept it, say why you money.
Of course, he knows. People were there. I am not a violent person. I like war, but I'm not a violent person.
So how do you say you like war, but you're not a violent person?
I like wars. I like plotting. That is what I like so much.
But mean to us, what can war? No, what can support? Don't you think it's dangerous?
There be no more security, no matter here. And I'm not a CIA person.
I'm a lay person. Well, I mean, yes, security. Yes, but maybe from the lay person's, we can understand and view
at another time.
And then say, I can't war. So I said, I mean, when you
we can come at another time.
You read
and discuss.
Now, what's here?
Opa, at another stage, you will come and sit here and discuss the essence of war. Then you understand. War is very good, but I'm not ordinarily.
It's not good.
I'm not ordinarily
war
somebody
is not good, Mustafa.
Who will go and hurt my brother for anything.
But when there's war, you end up hurting people.
No. War is not violence. No.
War is there.
It's a deeper. There's a deeper understanding of it.
Anyway,
we went there to also ensure that we partner with the people to develop the place. And I know President Mahama is going to do it. Look, MPP for the community mining scheme, go to Akwatia constituency. 80% of the people mine. There's no single indication that any effort to regularize mining.
Mining, illegal mining, as some now.
Illegal mining,
80% of the people there.
They are miners. Yes, 80%. They are
illegally.
No, they are miners.
Miners,
they are miners. Yes. So government's effort in the mining sector is to regularize it. Is to say, oh yeah, A, and yeah, papa, yeah, B. Let me tell you, no government can stop mining in Ghana. No government.
Proper, responsible.
No government. And so the effort.
Illegal one.
That is what. So that is what President Mahama's objective have been. Say, I am not against mining. Be a small scale and a medium scale mining or large scale mining. Everybody should mine in accordance with laid down procedure and rules. And then they talk about any miners no one. That is all. It's as simple as that. President Akufo-Addo mu ba so omo beye. And America say Akotia, they didn't do it. They rather did what? Omo mpanyifo no omo James as the free boys no no maye. Omo yen so a they did it illegally. So what I say? And one the forest reserves are all nyina dia ma enkrofo na two. Chinese for ne two. Omo 2 years so they didn't reclaim the land. So you can sit in Accra and tout a very dishonest Galamsey conversation but the ground, they know the reality there. Between 2016 to 2024, they know the people who have destroyed the water bodies and the land.
Was it just 2016 to 2024, Pena?
The scale, we are looking at the scale of destruction. At the time, no, government was fighting it. Kakra, Vanguard, was fighting it. Kakra, until one me permit is there. The forest, the simplest thing was to ensure, say, Omu kataso, utua, wakataso. Na that is the fight this government is holding against miners. Say, Pamno no. Someone yan tumu say, that is government policy.
Until now, no more to me. Obaka say, what they galamsey as some about me to yan David Deeper, Honomo. What to me, can you boldly say, what to me, a fight, achieve BP more than the past administration?
No, we number one, you buy 8 months in it. So what I say, and Tokru now, Omutu, and see, vote now didn't cover the pits. Forest reserve now, your vote didn't cover that pit there. And so now, Omotutum, Bremu River, Way River, and flow beam. Your vote didn't open for the water to go. So the problem will still be there. The water is stagnant. Intia Bay. One, and now excavators, one more ACZ said, see, excavator, the baby, use our permit. Near who's also say, Bibia, a buying wide. It's an effort to mitigate these things. And they say will be a O2 forest, O2 water body be a soldier for Uncle Pamon. That was Omani's dream. In fact, a week before his death, now I was discussing with my boss, Deputy Chief of Staff, in charge of operations, Stan. Say, young cock bush, young cock to the bush itself, the forest reserve let's drive through 3 regions. The Frere Central Regional Minister, Frere Western Regional Minister, Frere Ashanti Regional Minister said we're discussing dates. Now we want to meet all the small scale miners. Minister for Interior, Minister for Defense, Minister for Environment, myself, EPA, Deputy Chief of Staff would have led that delegation. What is the community saying? Because you can't fight it without the community being involved. So we need to engage with the community, engage with the miners, educate them on the danger of what they are doing.
Now, Mustafa, we can say before sa niyama we nyina be koso na sa education na koso no anka mun declare state of emergency. Then you mobilize the people, you give them the education. Na face regulations no money more laying it down. No more follow. Then no more to me akwa. But now no, ekameyes more mobilize here. And you money na beba. But best akwa no makwa. So you can't even get all of them.
Akwa police. Akwa the police for also better up there.
So you don't believe in state of emergency?
No. Remember, when you go in there, illegal mining is a social problem. Okay, and everybody must understand that it's not a media problem, it's not a publication problem. So the media can make all the noise, and I've been engaging with some of the actors. Erastus, we've been engaging. They look at it from media perspective. I look at it from more security-centered perspective. Say, will be etna the BNE. Will be 50 years. Apart from Kuku, the next available thing on him is gold mining. To know Kokacha and say wunya the mining. Now when Timian can't train we say yes jai. Now yen ye now when Timin trauma Jumaswa, you are at war with the person already. Okay, 2. Obi the only source of livelihood otimididi mining, small scale mining. Now Kokacha and says Juman Jeffrey in same without showing him what else to do and answer how to do it right, you'll be in a problem. Look, this whole mess of illegal mining have been created out of 3 things. 1, media. 3, 2, institutions were sleeping. EPA and Minerals Commission. That is it. And the problem is compounded in such a way, sir. You need to go to the mining communities to engage with the miners. Listen to their part of the problem. And I can tell you that most small-scale miners are now willing to go in there and do reclamation. Do you know that? So we shouldn't paint a picture, sir. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've gone to the villages, the constituencies, and met with some of the constituencies. We did debates.
Because of that, illegal mining
No, it's a preparation to transition. In fact, we have to stop even calling it Galamsey, because psychologically we continuously call it Galamsey. It doesn't erase from our mind. We have to transition from illegal mining to proper sustainable small scale mining. Said ye abino no. And nano no moko ewo obuasi. That program was to initiate sustainable alternative ways of mining. Say abino say maybe mau asase ufro boase uye youth uye mining ya mau asase ukwa kotuno enhihye saying and a denim. What do I say? So that's phase 1. Then phase 2 is to look at reclaiming all the destroyed lands, and that is also a package government has. Say ye reclamation ni etimi adua emme ene kokoi amakuafo na timi adan ado wasase no. So that is government. So if you rush these kind of things, you will fail. Trust me. It is not about state of emergency. It is not about yes, a woman say a bimu kind. Say Nanado should have imposed a state of emergency. And Yemen kind. Number 2, if you understand
but who believe in that
state of emergency, it is not an option to fight the problem.
Okay.
As a malaria and wakofa typhoid they do na wonum. It will not cure it. We have used the military. It's not solving it. The military cannot solve it. You can't use force to solve it. You can use force to stop the recalcitrant ones.
But that time, no. So then why didn't you come out to say that is not the
no. When ministers were doing it, me bahase kase. Me bahase me
became very political issue.
Yes, me kase me betra hase.
Advocating.
Me betra o hase me ne wo na di nkomo. Me ka kire wo say Deputy Minister for Lands me kuduka wa hijack community mining program ewo nimpese so for himself. I've said it here. President Akufo-Addo's appointees, high-ranking officers, were the ones doing the mining, and they were not interested in fighting. And I'm not telling you, sir, if they were, call any of the ministers of lands of Nana Nwamba Trans in all country or say, Nabreso, there were any effort to reclaim the forest reserves that they issued to people to work in. You were here, Forestry Commission, Eba Hassan. Abeka say and tree and I war forest mining when they were trying to enforce the regulations, the weapons that they had in the forest there, even the military in Ghana didn't have. Wow. We were here. So I'm just saying that if we have moved from that conversation, 1, the acting Minister for Environment, I issued directive. Initially they wanted to reduce the state of mining in forest reserves. You see, what told the Attorney General that we should remove it completely.
Yeah, kill it. Yeah.
Were the ministers of Nanado not in Ghana? Were they not in Ghana? So we must face honesty in this conversation. Say, look, we had a first meeting with all our party people. All the ministers were there, except Mutala, who was not in that meeting. Sir, the party must not get involved in it. You must fall in line with government's policy. President Mahama made it clear to everyone what his objectives have been in terms of mining. We are party now. We insisted that a court should be set up. If we really want to fight illegal mining, we should set up a court. and then Mustafa Asem, and then national security Asem, take the person to the court.
That it means to say more politicians, more involvement in this, because beneath, the Kaipa say a minister for Lanson, natural resources, by Ebeka say the fight against Galamsey on political. Because in the way don't be a hindrance.
Charity begin at home. Look, I can show you communiques from my office because Mina General Secretary Sumame on these things. I can show you communiques to the party. I've gone to Omunti saying, Mina me say the hula balloon about it. Now Crawford say Galamsey no and Tokrana na daho sister yankata you
eda so de
daho afi na ban epe kwan bi so akoye saade no so we should give government time ebedum rebi say yen failure the people of Ghana will rise up against what? Against us. The noise, the discussion, the conversation by the MPP who themselves are the ones who have brought us here cannot solve the problem. And I may say, Galamsey no, NDC for Kaho, MPP for Kaho, and some trouble for Kaho, lawyer for Kaho, Aso for Kaho. Oh dear, dear, because everybody here. So it is something that everybody like good money. And you are buying no tries to obey ye, not obey Timia di home fast. Government have no clashes with anybody. Government want to regularize it, bring a sustained method of mining. And after all of this is said and done, the policies will be and yet we are the two and independent near. And I insist, sir, the mining communities need education from government. The mining communities need to be engaged. We need to go there and engage with the mining communities and let them understand the dangers of allowing somebody to do illegal mining.
Okay.
They must, before they get to know, you must tell them, I'm running. When one more year, Nipano, I say. Look, there's a problem in this country. Tax laws in Ghana. What to one year tax for about Hose? Meanwhile, now we need Sakura say, there's poor public education in Ghana. So I am saying, sir, Galamsey is a political matter, it's a serious matter, but we have all deviated from the issues. Obi Ohokra onim how mining is done, but he's talking about Galamsey because he's heard something called Galamsey. And yet, small scale miners in Ghana, mining. Look, there are places you go, you meet them, and they are trying to do a reclamation. From 2014, 2013, thereabout. Who call mining site, small scale mining site, or excavator, or trommel, or washing plant, a washing machine. Those are in ho. And answer within the district, there were a number of dozers and now Onipana mine you know the following week no akwakoye reclamation. Now a bimu create dua and ria a bimu they don't, but most of it do it. And then we got degenerated. So let's go back to the point where people will mine, we follow government policy. People have been given land to mine, they've been given EPA permits to mine. Look, there are small scale miners why apply for EPA permit 1 year kranonya. One also we are buying 1 million ye no. Nipa ne ba ho say or per document now one farmer no. Go to Minerals Commission. Small scale miners have gone to apply for permits and they are not getting permits. But minister ne Minerals Commission if you say they will speed up the process of giving document EPA.
And sometimes so all the permits and all you need to
so you see if you don't do that, the agent situation demands agents answers. They say yabai and afi one say they will speed up the process of into the document the money pana what binding no and running in a then eshishem nipa ne kono anya ne yi a police ni kwache no a na atimi aiden as of yi and the conversation about mining MPP for fees one may use and no the TI or Kotia affair. You can sit in a car and paint yourself white.
No, used to say. Now say, I mean, time and process na cost and now we near buy and quickly. Okay, and a brief view what happened between Azoka and then Masaudu.
Me, I saw it. Now, yeah, we won't cheat. Until who yana. In fact, me try some me friend Masaudu Krana Meniano. Now, me friend Justin, General Secretary. I'm crack train ya I'm bet 2 years when she honum baby. No kusi, kusiano kusi.
Okay.
Now only opinion markings yanam. Now oh, Jack then see na. I'm says we dear mama yenya manenka. The objective, yanina na bimo.
Also munjamanenka.
No, like we should just make sure that it doesn't escalate into something else. Mene na bi mene Salam Mustafa muni ade. Our whole objective was best support to IGP. Ne yetimi aye election for the first time Ghana fo nyina ne mu nyina ma hu say it is possible for us to have election without violence. In fact, who besides security ni bia including the IGP Amaka say Wenchi was one of the places omufi said in Tokobesi. We were there throughout. MPP were there throughout. Nothing, no incidents.
Okay.
In this election, no foot soldier of MPP or NDC caused trouble.
Okay.
No foot soldier. But rather Pinifone, yeah. No regional constituency branch and you see boys, NDC boys and MPP boys be cause problem. Okay. Now what happened was between two vice chairmen of our parties. NDC, MPP. In fact, we must also admit, sir, it's a graduation from the problem of the past to another level. Sir, Nkanino, party for baby no more to so say either NDC side or MPP side. Say, see, as I didn't know your team idea, Esiano. You draw and pay for now. So this one, vice chairman, no, meaning to me, and Kawama and pay for Bishawam. As two parties, no. Near making sure, said the Beya, Sadi Bino, ain't Timia then, ain't see that. So
are you saying you can't even condemn the utterance or make it as we speak now, a photo for a demonstration, a calling on IGP say, as someone a threat to as a minority. Don't you think, say, it shouldn't be encouraged?
Masaudu Diana Macain. In fact, I know. And I'm a national child we were campaigns every cannot down on him. And Tiafin and Rawaba, General Secretary, also a bedroom, national organizer. I think I'm paying for cry Kwakushia after election. Now I have better so to be bisa na Nipanon Swakana Numusem.
Natural justice.
Or Kana Numusem, we are. Now, what you mean who say, then there was no reason or there was no cost for you to have done ABC. As we are here, my name is Vice Chairman, so far as Azoka, we haven't communicated.
So even video, won't mean no video.
Man, who video? No, there are no. When you do that, you would have denied the person a right to be heard, and it is not fair. Now, opinion markings, dear no, my man can't show the cover by. And I think that is what connected to all of these threats.
To justify the actions, no.
Debbie. I'm just giving you some genesis that you are not aware. Say opinion markets, they mean your opinion just in them. And when we do a quarter room, no call NDC office. Echo to tea posters.
And who ye?
I say, echo to tea posters. NDC, MPP haven't denied that. They haven't. It's true. It happened. Now, party me no ayesum no. Obuo kwan so. Enye correct say obekwa akwatete will be posters. And this wasn't done by foot soldiers. Minority leader and the general secretary. Now more to take another party's posters.
What from would be
Maminka Bibincho.
Said Okasa
Maminka Bibincho. Maminka Bibincho. Or Moba Habakase and Sia Mawa Pacho. I'm telling you. Maminka Bibincho. Election now, ye woman. Police for Aje Afa. The Biasanet, Emranete. Who be wo young Kuhuna in Chamra. Young can't say Kokobuni Pana and Kokoebi, and no timra. eyi ni say report to my police say oh sa poster we ya esi ha no e be yi a yin free ho na police for no e o ma said yes say so mo pa o ma friend nipa na o dia say say bra betiti poster because e mra ne say a day before election no so obi a eyi ni posters no including posters
okay
wo mo ka kire nyina say anya no kroje because we kwa akote a MPP for posters or NDC for posters or in fact NSC ya komikura posters that's all people we don't go back to clean up like that into whom bibi na enya ofa you don't arrogate yourself the powers to be that provocative say okwa akotete yanko another party's political wono wobi ye hu Togo ni no otete Ghana flagger how will you feel so Togo ni you will not be happy so that is how the NDC people felt that this was a threat, this was an attack on our party. But in reacting to it, that's what I'm saying is I can't connect the two stories. This say, on what basis did we get to that aggravated stage? But me can say, a 4 demonstration. Woman to your vice chairman, NDC vice chairman, it disappeared, got kidnapped in a futu.
And I said,
you are just I'm just telling you something because I want to establish that Adekye Nsroma is a fundamentally violent person. Let me tell you.
Hey.
We yanku ba obabesia ese wo call election wa efutu. Woni mi Adekye Nsroma dia no.
Oya ne den.
Wait. Yet ha say na Adekye Nsroma we yankum central ni okofa soldier for kodi na che no mko to share abrante so bo no e we efutu say o cover story. Obi anka hwe eno de enkwada nchan na nse we yi MPP for so mo ye demonstration wo abrante Adekye Nsroma minority leader wa kwa bo police ni esum kami Mustafa Adam ye ya kan nayi ka betwedem ka be party yi miedi ka o man ni nyina be sori tia me Adekye Nsroma ebo police ni esum obi anka hwe
Mustafa the way
the na no ya ye call by election police ni ebo and trade pay ye keke mu to say papa ya interdict no is Adekye Nsroma a better breed
the way would you speak about minority they don't because I think it's more to
they say
the be who and I say the make us I will say no we are Christian you don't hold anything against him but are there balance
I'm giving you examples
appear to be a threat.
I'm telling you that I will never on this show
and no, you don't see anything wrong with it.
On this show, I'm sorry. I'm not sitting here to condemn. I'm sitting here to give you reason. Say, no one will condemn until you hear from the other side.
Okay.
Look, be sure that when the NDC leadership meets and our vice chairman is not able to demonstrate why he should do that or why he should get to that stage, the party will take some decisions.
Okay.
But we are not there yet. Look, let me cite you an example. A regional women's organizer, regional treasurer of Northern region, vice chairman attacked a regional treasurer in the Northern region. A vice chairman attacked a regional woman. We suspended the vice chairman.
Okay.
So you can be sure that the NDC has
more investigation.
Then we can deal with it succinctly. But right now we can't join MPP for person who uses woman. In fact, the reality is that they've lost abysmally. They have been very abysmal.
Okay.
They are disorganized. They are not focused. Their party have lost credibility in the sight of Ghanaians. The MPP is a mockery in our dispensation today because of their own attitude and character they demonstrated 8 years ago. Thievery and corruption. And they are yet to see the worst because the MPP will sink until they beg the people of Ghana. And pretend just last week and you think you can clean yourself and be politicians again?
What they are saying say Emrano and why do you conclude say Nipana ye for? What they are doing my Emrano papers be a buyer and then so net compose specifically they are baby no bisa question say now when CJ ye in a free honomu EC boss Nesta na sana ibinu bisa wu Mustafa wote ha sisi waka as so say EC boss and then 2 deputies no so wo mo eko no ene no wo da so gina so CJ ko
no
wo da so gina do you still hold to your word say indeed they say EC boss e kwa
CJ the end the pa
CJ boss no
I am very excited I'm telling you I'm very
others so aka say etia say weekend ye fire mame so fire e ku former CJ wakasa de etia say a weekend judiciary no don't you think so
I'm control PP Mame Sophia Kufu ya mame no a chief justice Mame George Nawood no a chief justice Mpacho Ghana for did we say anything about these two people Mame Sophia Kufu President Akufu na appointed in fact
but have you forgotten no what can we say Mame Ntwe enkoyechi mo former general party chairman na wenya ne baby ko
Dr. Comrade, my boss.
Okay, pass enye Mame Sophia Kufu abreso no ojina pa at that time late Professor Mills.
George Nawood.
Yes, what the
yeah, party for there.
There are so many ways of killing a cat.
Yeah, so
you see, beside Professor Mills, do I look like a cat hunter?
A cat hunter. Party for there. Yenyaya enka MP fu nyina nkofie. But o mampenyin mas o ma onya be ye o mampenyin a wo ye obatan.
So who bisa say who can say we nko ana
you can say enko but it was not obi anka say obi nko. Now we are dealing with an ethical and abuse of office by a chief justice. Nobody can say that about Mame Sophia Kufu, even though she related to President Akufu. Her legacy was clear, very clean, backed by pedigree and credibility.
But
I'm saying, sir,
credible.
Justice Tokuno have not brought flair to her leadership as a chief justice. There was a miscarriage of justice. The people who benefited from that miscarriage, they are the ones defending it. Every Ghanaian, go to the street and interview Ghanaians. No one can tell. Those who are talking are beneficiaries of the miscarriage of justice and abuse of office by her. Ayi, obi to be court. Set parties, ye walk asem. Na emrane chere se, who asem wan court. Some men MPP for, ombo osum kura omsu court. Omi yo bibi omsu court. Ye court wa. Who see you to be too kind? A lucky court. Say you will not entertain you. No obi there a bar minority bargain any parliament for SME. Opinion markets to make a court. 12 p.m. a bobo 3 no any response. Meaning ba some ran your throne were he. Your throne were he. So for all intents and purposes, justice
almost also is determined by
look. Justice must prevail. Justice must prevail.
So it's not determined by the Constitution, as in when they should sit on issues. And
justice must prevail as though the whole world can go to hell. Justice is what embodies all of our look. So removing somebody, removing an officer of the court or a public office. If Ghana would have collapsed when we took out President Mills, a good man, Ghana would have collapsed. When we took out President Kufuor as president, Ghana would have collapsed. People talked, we went for election. When we took out President Mahama, Ghana would have collapsed. We have taken out a chief justice who is corrupt. You say, sir, the institution is
you're confirming corrupt.
Do you want me to go into details? I can go into details. May say the judiciary is not under attack. Number 2, President Mahama and CJBR. President Mahama and Council of State and the CJ.
Okay.
And Sophia Kufu is a member of the Council of State.
Okay, so does it mean EC boss also?
Oh, yes, Bamin. Kasa de Okano, Dr. Kwamna JD. Mameno no affair, me penasem. But you see, the fact of the matter is that ye December election. Ye quiet by elections, you say any EC and a coy. One more and yet the Enyan will be a cousin. So if you don't find an electoral commission that is competent to organize election countrywide without suspicion, and I didn't talk on anything. eba.
Now, was it suspicious?
Ablekumanov.
Was it suspicious? The general
Ablekumanov violence I see, had nothing to do with credibility of the election there. Had nothing to do with the credibility of the Electoral Commission. Nobody has even complained. It means that the Electoral Commission can be competent if it has to be, but the Electoral Commission will choose to be incompetent if it wants to be, for the purposes of compromising election credibility. That is what Jean Mensah represented in the last period.
Compromising with you. That is why
they are buying
your favor.
Why was she not doing the same thing,
Mustafa?
When we were Kumawu, Kumawu answer near Besha Baton as no be a sign pink sheet. Be a sign pink sheet. Ejiso by election, NDC and Kobi. Yejina MP.
The talents is one son, I'm no be a sign.
Oh, I heard it in Samoa. I heard it in Samoa. Today, and never be a degree. And young men, I'm saying but I'm telling you, sir, the current crop of EC, chaired by Jimensa, particularly Boss Manasari, and that your free bunu, your friend is saying, your free bunu.
Former and say recent
commissioner and I appear G president. MPP Nina, no yet election director, IT director, Bono region, commissioner. Those people must go. They must go. They must just go. They must just appear. They must just go. It's good for Jimensa to resign at this stage, sir. Look, enough is enough.
Any two deputies, no.
Boss Manasari MPP. Boss Manasari ni ebeko election on and I'm not meetings. We knew all of this. They should retire. President Mama I'll appoint you as a commissioner of the Electoral Commission. Now, you won't have a problem with MPP, you won't have a problem with NDC. But as it stands, Jimensa cannot hold a national election. Easy ultimately homa
ultimately holding ponas that same EC boss and ultimate party about after elections. What me declare?
No,
President Mahama and a year president.
Yep,
the same EC boss and a rerun or mutimi call it year after Emma Mutiminya a year Mashebe to represent more in parliament. The same EC boss na akutia by election. The
same easy boss normally choral draw at the year mathematical complication of figures. Choral draw at the year SL cry and fine choral draw yet me the computer electoral results mani
Mustafa
fiha mu use choral draw
Mustafa
the same easy and not trust say Emma biometric devices are added twaba na obi ton wo pokwase the same easy and not tra and niema yede twaba no obi etimi run headquarters akwakosesa osu onim the same easy and a co-organize this assembly election I see ne ebiamia bi wo ho a sananu yi no mu wie ye yenye wie ye the same easy and a co-elections are by ballot papers 2024 elections. How many fake ballot papers and ankofo aye wo mu de bi kra to play mu at the other regions ayi kanda haya yanche ballot papers Kumasi, do you know the amount of ballot papers we got? Yenya ho drone tem komu wia yen Jimensa should resign. She is not fit for purpose. Her credibility as far as holding election is concerned, she's not fit for purpose.
Even after she's
a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman, well educated, a lawyer. She can go into other sectors and perform. But as far as being EC is concerned, it's good for her to resign.
Is it a payback time?
Payback time to who?
Because said past administration Madam Charlotte.
Yeah, kasi ye payback. Yeah, kasi ye payback. NDC kasi ye payback 2 days mpua. Kana na don ko ye. Enza my friend na na the show boy. No or chiska. That is how tolerant and mature the NDC is. It's payback no free hiva. The things I'm saying say Ira unti krumu ha. Were you not here and no use kura draw. the computer figures.
Mustafa.
Yeah, the end trouble.
There's other name come up on my
maybe so can be. What can be near the home combo and I say a boa crew and say it as it is.
Okay. Me jam more corner, or I mean, what's an anchor?
And a paper, somebody.
Yeah, I mean, we are so passionate about it, especially when it came out, say, or no home galamsey, one some any day. You spoke against it.
I'm not passionate, or I mean, you.
No, but at some point, and also would defend the power. Say, you even stated, say, internally, no, or more castrated, and even if say it has to come from the opposition side, no. Monkofo na ne kwahye omochimumo yes ade dia na maye nti the time want ni pa na be sa
na bisa ho so de bone be no why wo tran ofefefe uni atamfo
na nti mo atamfo within
but we don't think of enemies. No, me, I don't wake up to think about who doesn't like me. Let me tell you one. Boot for boot. The right time. The right time. Team, I'm going baby. Sitting here. You can have the whole world to yourself. Be powerful. I can regard you as a non-existing human being. So when you are doing your things, I don't care. But when you play to my corridor, it doesn't matter who you are. I'll confront you.
Because will be or corridor, but
Yamin is not doing mining. Yamin, your mining and
Mustafa. Mining, illegal mining activity.
Let me tell you, if you go me dear, to respond to you. I'll respond to you immediately and I'll measure it. The distraction will be intense.
Hey,
I behave like an American.
No.
Let me tell you, let me tell you, I don't wish you exist. No, they don't fear me. No. I just think that. And that is what I'm surprised because Yamin is not doing mining. Yamin can obey mining. You better mining list. Your fair president, your first open papa. We dear, Brian Brain, my concession, my son credit and Quajma. Obe warn the young. Obe ensure say we have the documents. But President Mahama will not deny Yamin an opportunity that he can take in government. Yakoye New York Kofi Boaho, near Casa, Minia, with your boy, Obama Yasasi, I'm in papers, I'm a yakutu. I didn't tell Yamin because illegal mining. And I make a child say, Yejumana, no, or Crofobie fee say you will scabby tab, baby, and the day. And yes, can the Yejuma, we engage with the people. If you a call party, Juma, party for the hair. Party for the mice come here. That is how much we are engaging with the people. And to here, no, Kaze, and Mofrano, and as I'm ranchero, they are hot headed, and I said they are intino, oh, say one more. Ye, yan trahon fire ninfia. Yansu, ye best say, oh dear. And a two party for your problem one as party executives, ya buying a wasso. They will call us to engage with ministers to solve their problem. So we know and now say me will be a cofa and near free bok togu. Obe do bokwa na be an I watch it. Me honor frame when your problem o makofa and one and money and one oil and rice. Now say oh now where dear me frame opinion even me partner trust. Oh me party for ya kofa and money oil.
Go through legal means and
whatever it is.
Because usually before I bet show so no master.
Me dey crowd there and na say na ni pay am ka no crunch dem wakoto a friend there cyanide. And no this great ashas here. Me ko fair papa yi. And later me ko who say ni pay ya. You know what I did? I called narcotics boss.
Now report it.
Nam so mon ko chinipa no. By a party they should arrest him because you see what it does is that opinion na me friend no says I didn't that Mustafa support to be a odi boni. Me wa party ni be ka kire me say o ma koto emo ene anwa na bia dan fo ache no ye ko hwe no na cyanide ni cigarette so when party people get problems and they come to you, I will not shy them away. That's why they voted for us. It is a party ni ko di bone no obeka kire say bone ni ti say na ko fifi mu na bone a wo de hye opanyin na nipa na be hu no. Should we go and sleep as party executive because our government is in power? Did we sleep under President Akufo-Addo?
Mustafa, mama mfa wo say ase yebre no aso. Na me nda was minim so wo asembia etwa to ba na ebinom so say police for mo deploy mo kwa kwete no mo do so ntina eboni pe hu nti e ma dodo na so ntimi amba ba
ahwe so ama body BNC. That's the most important thing.
No ebo mo so ma binom ameto aba ne so say mo devoid your right.
Adentia. Se kerosene she okotu kuma. Adentia na usroja.
Police. Okay.
Police for ye ko ye ya ni omo nete ho. In fact, there were half of the police officers who have not spoken to anybody throughout the exercise. Omo te okeke na omo show omo phone so. Because there was nothing to do. But if there was a problem, they could have handled it. We have finished the election. There was no problem. We must commend the police administration. We must commend MPP. We must commend NDC. We must commend the IGP, who himself was there. And I think this one, I'll commend my interior minister. Because under him, we have had a first by-election without violence. My interior minister, we used to have an interior minister, this is a boom crofo, this is a national security, two-man crofo.
Me da se o commend a man for so na nka wakasa azoka samo kan so enye. Okay, yo.
E fa penyo marking so crowd ya menka.
Eh.
Kwa.
Mo de mame no offense ya say me da se na me nim de eye minority leader yi.
Aveni e ko hezo wajim girl bi a. Wajim girl bi a mo patch otro. The records
Mustafa Mamenda so for Mustafa Bandi Deputy General Secretary National Democratic Congress and your bonko sabe ba bidigana honkomo nemu yeda ye hutia wani aje aboafo enso nkrato ye ba ye de baba be so ko bebia ye baba sisia.